So now, Chrono is an optional party member. We don't have to have Chrono in our party at all. Yeah, Chrono.exe stopped working. And yeah, that's a lot to absorb. Hey, you know what? You died, but you're better now. And Chrono still doesn't get any lines even during a scene like this. So, I can now finally, after this many hours of gameplay, actually put the party I need to beat the game with together. However, side quests are a thing that's going to happen. So, I believe I'm trying to think. I think this is gonna be it. So, no. Well, you know, yeah, death is just something people get better from. Especially in anything with Akira Toriyama artwork and character design. That's just the way things happen. So anyway, I believe for this first side quest we can use anyone. I don't believe we have to, yeah, I don't believe we have to, use any specific group for this. The other side quests will require specific party members, even if we aren't going to use them. And the epoch's here. And this is where you learn about the side quest you can do. A forest brought back to life. The fortress of one of Magus' 3 former generals. A task to be done in the future in the birthplace of machines. A prehistoric stone that will shine with the light of all the ages of the world. The restless spirit of a proud knight. An object of legend in the Middle Ages. And yeah, if you talk to some of your companions, they may indeed know little bits and pieces of where these events might happen. But I don't need any of that. So I do believe there should be an island I can find. That's Genodome. That's something different. Need Robo for that. That is a different side quest. Don't get me wrong. I believe this is it. Yeah, Sunshrine. Okay, before we go in, we are fighting something with the power of the sun, so that should tell you kind of what I'm going to do here. Okay, he still has the ruby vest. You need the red plate. I don't think I have anything. Anybody else have any ruby stuff? No. We're fighting something with the power of the sun. Where we're gonna need things. Maybe it's the other one. I know that the Sun Palace features prominently here. This should just be that. Do I still need... Ah, Sun Temple. That's right. I have to go here first and face this. So, the fun thing here is what we've got to do is hit the exact thing. We got to hit the right flame, and that's how we beat this thing. Well, let's see. So let's hit everything. And I think that's a bad idea, and you'll see why. It does that. Luckily, we pretty much take not a whole lot of damage. But poor Magus is just going to get absolutely flattened here. Because that's what doing that does. So that did not work out in our favor. You suck. Just letting you know how much you suck here. Yeah. Nope, that wasn't it. Found the right one, at least. But roulette spin resets it. This is a very annoying fight, as you can tell. This is probably more annoying than the Lavos fight, I will say that. There isn't much to say about this. It just gets old. Hey, there it is. I forgot. Nope, just gotta do. You can't do that. I wish. And that's it. Finally. Now that we've done that, we have a sunstone. A very dead, dull sunstone, which needs about 65 million years, give or take, to recharge. But right now it's a moonstone. Because, you know, of course it is. So... luckily for us, we know a way to make 65 million years pass in very short order. Yep, now all that's left is a nice little quick jump into the epoch. Surely no one will ever come bother this thing, right? Surely this will be left completely alone for 65 million years, right? Let's check on it now in the Middle Ages. Yep, there it is. It's still in good shape. Along next to a strength capsule. Open up, Chrono. There we go. Perfectly fine. Nothing to see here. So let's go to the present. Make sure nobody bothers with here, because I'm pretty sure 12,000 BC is going to be left alone, because They have other things to worry about. Huh. It's gone. So, I wonder who collects glittery, I wonder who collects glittery things. I wonder. Gee, the big fountain of sparkles coming out of a house isn't a hint in the least. Hey, yo, you. Never heard of it, huh? Oh, we're not finding any sign of it. We'll take your shelter, though. So, it's pretty obvious that dude here has the stone. We need the stone. So, there's a little bit of a hint. If you go back to, if you remember visiting this guy's ancestors in 600 AD, you remember that they were very poor families struggling to get by. And apparently staying poor for years and years and years will kind of instill some bad family values on you. And they really wanted some jerky. Not just any jerky, though. They wanted special jerky. So, if we go over here, for about 10,000 gold, we can buy one. And let's teach their family the power of sharing, shall we? Because this won't hurt anything at all in the future. So yeah, fairly, not a great, I mean, you know. Anyway. And she actually does offer to buy it from you for 10,000 gold. But, we can just give it to them. And now she's going to teach her children from your example of being kind. So now, you have instilled the virtue of generosity in this family. Somehow he still has the Moonstone. But you remember how everyone was saying they hated him? And now, you know, she wishes her husband were a little less generous because, you know, wouldn't kill him to save for us. And now his dad is his favorite person. Loves his daddy. Everybody says Daddy's magnanimous, but he says he's just big boned. So anyway, now we can talk to him. So, a passing traveler left the Moonstone here. And he just kind of hands it over. So now, it's still a Moonstone. It's not quite done charging yet. So So we kind of need to go put it back in its little recharge point. Wireless recharging. So now the Moonstone's going to be nice and soak up some more rays for another 400 years. You wouldn't think 400 years would matter all that much. Or even 1,000 years at this point. In this case, 1,300 years would actually be how far ahead we're going. But you know. So, what we need to do now... Let's see. Chrono can step aside. We need Luke at the front for this. And now we can take this back to her house for the ultimate weapon for Luca. So behold the Wonder Shot. A scary weapon to rely on because its damage is somewhat random, but it hits very, very hard when it hits max damage. The sunglasses, however, are nifty. Where are they? It's a damage booster. If you need to boost damage, that's the way to do it. But yeah, the Dreamstone gun is like nothing compared to the Wonder Shots. The Wonder Shot actually, if you see that it says playtime determines damage, yeah, the more time you have on the clock, the higher damage it does. Yeah. It says random damage, but it really means that playtime determines how much it does. So if you have a cart that's fairly new and you have the Wonder Shot, which you won't, but it's going to do piddly damage. But if you're on your 5th or 6th playthrough, that's going to outdamage most things in the game. But it's your 5th or 6th playthrough, pretty much everyone's max level anyway, so, you know. But, that's one side quest down. Notice that that really wasn't all that long? Yeah, the side quests generally aren't huge, you know, hugely long things. So anyway, let's do our next one, which actually is going to have a significance for one of the party members we're going to be using. Let's do this. Put you back in. Let's actually check. I think we just want best equipment because I don't think it's going to matter much. And let's get your good armor back on. Status immunity is just too nice to give up there. I think I have... There we go, magic ring for you. And counter rate 50% is still better than anything else I have, if I'm not mistaken. So now with Magus leading the way, let's go deal with his henchmen once and for all, huh? If I can remember which dot is his. Not that one. I think it's this one. Yep, here we go. Let's go have a showdown with Ozzy, since Ozzy basically took over control of the group after Magus betrayed them. Ozzy's not happy to see Magus. He's not happy with Magus. So anyway. He knows what he has to do now. Call on Flea, who is miraculously better after his last fight. A human-loving traitor like you deserves to be punished like the bad, bad boy you are. And Flea offers us a good hard spanking. Because Flea, that's why. Flea is actually a fairly tame fight. Unfortunately, Magus really doesn't have any, just normal attacks to really use against Flea. Any normal attack moves. But Flea is really, really easy to beat here. He's exactly as difficult as he was the first time we faced him. Which means by this point we're, 20 or so levels higher. We kind of need that treasure. That treasure's important to us. So he's gonna roll up some people from the depths, huh? So that worked out really, really well for him. And just out of curiosity, no, you can't follow them down. You can't follow them, so, One choice again. Calling in Slash. Again, I don't think Slash is any better than he was last time. sadly all of Magus' techs are magic. But that's it. That's it. And he just kind of leaves before we actually obliterate him. So yeah, some of these might seem familiar. I mean, we've seen that before. Probably. Except, yeah, that didn't work out. So yeah, that just didn't quite work out for you there. And now we can take the chest without getting hurt. So he's gonna put on Aussie pants. Flea's gonna put on a bustier. And Slash is gonna pull out his favorite sword. With these powers combined, we're Captain Aussie! So now the fight actually does begin. The real fight. So, don't hit Aussie at this point, whatever you do. This will get a counterattack on you. You don't want that. What you do want to do, however, is hammer away on his two little sidekicks until they're gone. And they have significantly more hit points than they did before. Nobody is severely hurt, but oh, good. There. Yeah, Ozzy does kind of need some new help. Actually, in this form, they actually are kind of strong. They have that. They have a triple tech. Although it's not that bad. It does some damage, but, you know, it's not the scariest. The Son of Sun was a much harder fight than this. And that's one down. So now we beat on Flea. Who runs. And now we can beat on Ozzy. Yeah, the trio were competent until you took one down. Now they don't have much left. No, I'm pretty sure we're done seeing Flea. Ozzy really doesn't have much to him. So just hammer away on him. Eventually. Eventually he goes away. Mega Sword Barrier. That's good. And he runs off. There's a Clarity Cap and the Speed Ring. The Clarity Cap basically just stops Confuse from hitting you. Probably the best status effect you need to worry about, but we don't need to worry about it right now. So Ozzy is tearing into Magus here. And Magus just goes, yeah, I just used you. Get over it, dude. So once again, you might remember the barrier. Yeah, that barrier's back. And if we hit him, it's going to pretty much do the exact same thing it always does. If you remember, he kind of gets the counterattack. So we have a switch. We're gonna hit the switch. Which makes us drop down a pit. So we end up back here. And we do this again. Only to hear cat. And the cat flips a switch. Which drops him down. Ow. That sounded like it hurt. Just a little bit. That sounded kind of painful. Okay, I didn't need to do anything more in here, did I? The cat just showed up. That's pretty much all there is to it. So we've dealt with all of Fiend kind here. We pretty much finished them off. So if you remember where this is, Medina here, and people are friendly. Well, monsters are friendly. So yeah, humans and monsters are getting along. And Ozzy the 8th is not slacking off, he swears. Apparently they make really good beer, or soda pop. And now the inn is back down to a reasonable 10 gold per night. And the market actually sells things at a reasonable price. If you needed any radiant plates or luminous robes, they sell it here for a decent price. You know, I think I missed something. Could have sworn there was actually supposed to be something in that place. I'm not so sure Ozzy lived through that. We already got this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We got this. Because Ozzy could have already had kids. That's how I'm looking at it anyway. Let me look up something. I don't know, Flea just bailed. Let me look up and make sure I'm not missing something very obvious. It would not surprise me. Let me look up and make sure I'm not missing, because I was pretty sure we were supposed to get a really good thing for Magus there. I guess not. Oh, there is supposed to be a... There's supposed to be a helm and a... There's supposed to be a helm and a cape in there for... Did I not get them? I didn't see me get them. I missed them somewhere. Yeah, it's supposed to be in there somewhere. I hope I went the right way in time here. Okay, where did I miss them? I mean, there are items you can charm off those three, but they're not what, That's annoying. Nope. Hang on, these are supposed to be somewhere. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. That's right. You can go through this and never see it unless you're paying actual attention to the mini-map down there. I was not. And a magic cap. So the Doom Scythe, if he's working alone, in other words, his friends are down. The Gloom Helm also reduces status ailments. The Raven Armor, place with that. And now the only thing the amulet does for you is status immunity, but the helm does that now. You're wearing sunglasses, emo boy. Okay. Yeesh. Yes, I am. Then again, the game does a pretty good job of that anyway.